both of us. Oh, hello.
Now we're peaking. That's probably going to make a difference now for the better.
Hello, 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 hello. Yep. Alright.
Cool.
Alright, well that would work. I can hear you. Testing, and there's a shot coming. I'll get more excited than that than we're saying. So, like,
We all play the same game. The battlefield may look different, but between those painted lines, the feeling each of us get alongside our tribe. Let the moment sink in, then let it rip. The runs out wide, last-ditch efforts and clean sheets. The tap-in or rocket to the top bins. The eruption of the 12th player that sends shivers down your spine. It's in the way we celebrate, because football is everyone's game. Play football.
Puts in the penalty and wins the grand final for Campbelltown City.
The RAA National Premier League is back for round 2, and our final stop for Friday night promises to be an absolute delight. Just off the Anzac Highway lies the home of West Torrens Birkalla, which for the first time since 2022 will see RAA NPL football. At Para Hills in round 1, the new boys were challenged in a big way, but were able to go from 2-0 down to walk away with a 3-3 draw, as Tyrese Conway and his team executed for those fans that had made the trip up. But standing in their way is Campbelltown City, whose final 30-minute capitulation last week will leave the Devils seeing red as they continue to hunt for their first win since last year's semi-final. The boys from the northeast of Adelaide have struggled since the 2024 grand final, losing the big dance 3-1 to Metro Stars before the capitulating loss last week in the grand final rematch. My name is Lachlan Gould, and joining myself in the commentary box is Simon Gimenez. How are you, Simon? How's your week been?
Going good. Happy to be here again on a Friday night. 4 games happening at the moment, so plenty of action happening all over the place. But as you said, last one to kick off. Luckily enough, we're staring straight into the Glenelg sunset at the moment, so I'm glad we're coming on a few minutes after that. We can actually see what's going on. But pumped for a big game. Birkalla have plenty to prove after coming up the league, of course, and coming up against last year's NPL championship winners. A good chance to test themselves tonight.
Yeah, it's going to be absolutely incredible. I cannot wait for this one. There's a signal in the middle by the referee. We're pretty close to kickoff, so make sure you prepare yourselves, because under the cover of darkness, West Torrens Birkalla and Campbelltown City will light up Jack Smith Park as the perfect way to begin your weekend starts now. Well, near enough too. As West Torrens Birkalla just taking their time in the huddle, making sure all the last instructions are given across. Of course, the captain there and Harpus will be making sure the troops know the game plan. Bit late now if you don't.
It'll be an interesting game for captain for Birkalla, Nicholas Harpus, being a former Campbelltown player himself.
There's a couple out there as well. Matsumoto, obviously wearing the number 18. He's a former City player, so it'll be interesting to see what kind of welcome they get to their new home. I imagine it won't be a very nice one. There won't be a nice spread, I don't think, Simon, at all.
Yeah, well, obviously Campbelltown having that experience in MPO, and Birkalla having been here since 2022. Bit of a might be in for a tough night unless they get a really good start.
Well, we hope you're ready for this one. We're certainly ready. Both teams are ready. Friday night under the lights here, and we are away. Ball flicked up the field. Conway already looks like he's out, but that was chopped off nice and quick, and the ball bounces and rolls over.
He'll hopefully get a change, but came on and scored. What a way to prove your spot in the new team.
Yeah, wasn't too shabby at all last week. Looked like he hadn't skipped a beat. Meantime, trying to just drive his way through then. That was absolutely incredible. Might get it back. Does. Going to dance his way around now. Bring it inside. There's Marino there. Shot comes in, across and blocked. And that one's going to go over.
They're trying to get a quick start. Of course, we didn't see goals. So I can't remember off the top of my head. It might have been like 75 minutes in last week. I was at the game, but I think I was waiting in the line, the round one deli line at that point. But yeah, 3 goals so late in the game. So Campbelltown want to start nice and strong and not leave things to so late. And
well,
we saw Birkalla, from what we saw last week, they're very capable of scoring 3 second-half goals as well.
So City, Campbelltown certainly pressing early. Cross comes in. He might be a little bit
all over the place, really high levels, and a great leader as well. When I was here for the final round of the State League 1 last year, I was chatting to some people after the game, and they sort of commented on his leadership and just the fact that he's talking the whole game, really, really busy and just a great leader. So he knows exactly what he's doing.
Certainly does. Welsh and turns, and he's going to end up with the football back as they try and just link up and find a way through. Santajanto there, he was trying to charge his way but was unable to, and here come Campbelltown now. Turning is Marino, and that one's gone over out.
So one thing we did notice last week was the flair of Birkalla in full effect. That second half was really something to behold. You know, obviously we had that hat trick from Conway, but just really competitive in that second half and just made for really exciting football.
Certainly did. Christopher lost there. Oh, there's a good ball. Is it going to work out? It's bouncing. It's bouncing. Should be trapped and is. Dorigo brings it inside. Conway has a shot. He's getting pretty used to those here in the NPL. Left. Does. Welsh links up. Well, they're able to defend there. So they just turn and they're back with the ball.
Well, we're only 4 minutes in at the moment, and it's been sort of end-10. I have a feeling we're in for a pretty exciting game here.
I do as well, Simon. I think this one's going to be quite exciting. Obviously, the last of the Friday nights. We think they did that when the sun was, potentially just a little bit away for the players. Because it was going to be certainly very, very interesting to see how they would have gone. But obviously, an 8:15 kickoff local.
That sunset's pretty good, by the way. I can enjoy it now that the sun's actually down.
Bit of a nice little backdrop just to what is going to be a fantastic game of football tonight. Mullen, ever reliable captain, turns and turning. There he is. And there was a foul. It looks like it's going to go the way of Birkalla.
I think the side closest to the camera where we are now during this first half, I think it's going to be pretty electric. We've got the way, so I think this is a prime position for this first half.
Yeah, certainly. Up here, QB, he started really, really well. He's been very, very electric and nice to see there. Campbelltown, of course, coming off that 3-0 loss, 3-1 in the grand final, trying to just find some of that form that made them so dangerous in years gone by. Well, meantime, flick back from Steele. He's on debut tonight. Massive congratulations to him, making his NPL start.
Yeah, his dad's actually well known around the league. Darren Steele, probably too many teams that he's played for to mention.
Meantime, oh no, here we go. Through potentially, it might work out. Blackwood was closing quickly. Keeper got rid of him. Conway set sail for home. No, cleared off the line.
Chentefunti had to come out and deal with that really, really confidently. Of course, he's the backup keeper tonight with Magetto going out midway through last week's game. He copped a big knock, which was a little bit concerning, and apparently ended up in hospital after. So, of course, hopefully he's recovering well with that. But Matthew Centafanti with a call.
See how he goes. Deputising, of course, as you mentioned, Magetto just did go down with that knock. Meantime, cross waiting now. Colour in front of their home fans. So close a moment ago. Ball goes into the honey pot. Doesn't quite make its way out. And Dorigo gives it across. Cross back post. The dangerous Conway lurking as always, but not quite able to. Does go out.
Well, you theorised a little bit earlier that Harpers was going to be the busy one tonight, but Centafanti so far called to action a couple of times already, and he will be again with this corner.
Ball just about to come in.
Not a corner, sorry.
Well,
see how long his throw is.
Yeah, I was going to say, looks like they might put it in the same place, Simon. So
it's a nice run up.
All's well that ends well. Does get back in there. Cleared now. Long, high, up and under. That one's cleared and rolling towards the line. McCornew there gets his head on it. Oh no, the interception. That pass is Birkalla start this week how they ended last week. Here we go. Well, I was going to say, he might have passed it off there to Christopherlos, decided against that, and it might have been offside. Campbelltown get the football back. Certainly no real rush here to start play up again. 6 minutes in here. NPL, the RAA NPLSA. We're back week 2 of 22. We've got another 20 weeks plus finals, plus the WNPL, plus the reserves, plus the under-18s. If you're planning on doing anything this season, cancel it. You won't be needing to go anywhere. Long. Ball towards the centre. Oh, this could work out. Here they go. Antijanto just lays it across. They were coming at some pace. Well done. Good chop out. Campbelltown survive again. Here we go. Apia Kubi. Got Christopherlos working against him. He gets assistance. And Birkalla might be the way of just, Blackwood fouled.
We just saw that little foot race on the near side between Christopherlos and Apia Kubi. Who do you think's the faster out of the two of them? We might know the answer to that question a little bit later tonight. I have a feeling they're going to be chasing each other for a little while yet.
They're both faster than me, Simon. That's what I'll give you. Oh, I don't think I'd beat them in my Mitsubishi.
Oh, 8 minutes in and plenty of action in this game so far.
Tell you what, it's been a little bit end to end. It took it half a second, maybe 5-6 minutes to really break, but now it is, and we're getting some really exciting football here at the minute. Looks like a free kicks. They're about to whip it in here from the far side here, Birkalla. What can they do in front of the home fans for the first time in the NPL since 2022? Ball comes in, head goes up, and that one's not troubling the keeper at all. Centafanti not worried at all there.
Blackwood managed to get his head to it, but he was one of the better players last week, I thought, as well, in that second half. Saw plenty of him in that front centre part of the pitch.
I hope he got a massage on those legs by the end of it, because they would have been screaming out for help. He was absolutely electric everywhere. If he puts in another shift like that, well, he'll be...
he's no stranger to the hard work, having played in the A-League before, both with United and with Sydney FC, so really nice pick-up for Birkalla.
Problems now. Murray was closing quickly. Dorigo working again inside the shoebox here. Birkalla might work its way out. Mullen, he had the football taken off him illegally. Much to the, I think, chagrin of the home fans.
Yeah, Welsh doesn't look too happy about that either, but...
Boffa tried to take it too quickly.
Christian Vidicchio, the referee, just stamping his authority on the game here.
Ball flicked to Mullen. Oh, turning, trying to just work his way out then was Marino. He might still get away with it. Umpire let him play, and here they come moving forward. Murray had a shot. And in the end, Harper's just able to deflect and gather.
A lot of energy from Birkalla so far. You get the feeling that that's going to be their little wild card today, as it was last week in that second half against Para Hills. The experience in control, that'll put them in a more comfortable position.
Well, the contract's very much on Birkalla's terms at the minute, so hopefully they can work their way back into it. That was going to be a free kick.
I think the question is, can they keep up this pace all night?
Well, they didn't really come to play until the second half last week. I don't know whether or not they've got a full 90 in them. I think that'll be a lot of the question marks over Birkalla. Hopefully they do, because this is an exciting brand of football. Two really good teams going at it. Does he? I tell you what, oh, he's had a shot. He had a shot, and it was from point blank range too. Just was bouncing and bobbling in there.
Had Birkalla put themselves 1-0 up at around about the, 11 minutes into this first half, would have been a very good start for them to put Campbelltown under pressure.
They would have been singing. Campbelltown have lost the football again. Mullen. Conway just danced inside him like it was nothing. Conway still driving. Lost the football in the end, and they might just merge with it. Numbers back in. Welsh, he's there. Ball brought forward. Conway trying to just move it.
Self around and try to
Midfield,
Nice
he found a
ball.
little pass. It was a nice ball. Jantos there was able to get his legs up, and then he fell over, or was kicked more likely. Tangle of legs ended up with him on the floor, but he might get the football back here, trying to just dance his way through. Ball goes over. There two now. Who's going to get the opener? Because you feel there's going to be a goal in this one, certainly at some point. There's not many NPL games that go 0-0.
16 minutes. Just having a look at a couple of the other games happening around the place tonight. Metro Stars 1-0 up against Adelaide City at TK Shutter Reserve. So things already underway there. Comets 0-0 with Adelaide United. At Modbury, that game's still not quite at half time. Not quite got back on the field from half time.
Ball has gone out. Let's have a look here at some statistics, something to just keep an eye on there. Just around both teams. Here, 48% chance of winning, according to the pundits. There you go, something that
And they've got quite a few former NPL players within their ranks. I think about 4 players they picked up from Comets last year. Obviously, former A-League player in Blackwood, former Campbelltown player in both Harpers and Matsumoto as well. So
Pishkaneri was trying to go with it. In the end, they lose the football. Janto, bang! Big tackle, slipping and sliding in. We are going to begin with another ball in a minute. No, throw in, sorry, rather, I should say. Of course, the last couple of head-to-heads, 2022, the last time these two teams played in the NPL against each other, it was here. Campbelltown 2-1, 3-0. West Torrens, their best result in the last 6 games, it was a 1-1 draw back in 2017. So if they win here, it would be another unfolding storyline for a team that's really, I guess, captured the hearts of many with the way they've played it over the last couple of weeks. Meanwhile, Conway, he's certainly captured the eyes of many in the way he's played. Meantime, ball might just work itself out. LaCornu says, Harper's your turn. And they do get it away.
looks like a lot more red shirts just coming into the ground now, or Campbelltown crowd building up.
Ooh, turnover. They did have to finish work probably out more closer to home. As you mentioned, it is a far away trip. They're probably just getting themselves back in there, Simon.
Yeah, nice 45-minute trip from my place on a Friday after, which is always good, but that's all right. We're near Jetty Road. Maybe we'll have an ice cream after or something.
Oh, lovely. Don't have to tell me twice. Conway might still win this back, doesn't. In the meantime, he's going to end up at the feet, of Campbelltown.
Now, here's what Campbelltown, I think, are going to be looking to do more of. Just hold the ball up, let Birkalla chase a little bit, and just try to get back a little bit of control of this game.
Boffer on the touchline says, please give it back to me. And fortunately, Murray had other ideas. He was trying to take on a couple of defenders. Might have nearly worked it out. Mullen. Ball just swings in, cleared away. They might win it back. Big chop.
Well, Campbelltown certainly looking a little bit less chaotic in their attack, I guess. But Birkalla certainly had those couple of early chances with just how electric and, I guess, unpredictable they could be and just the pace they had going up forward. But over the last 5 minutes or so, Campbelltown spending a bit more time in their attacking half. And this kick here will go into a dangerous spot.
Who's going to rise? That's the question on everyone's lips. Send the away fans into raptures. Into the dangerous area, the hot spot, as it would be called in AFL. Then into the box it'll go. No, they're going to go across instead. Shot comes in now. Oh, keeper was there. Pushed it back in, and Birkalla again living dangerously.
Long and dangerous from Pishkaneri there. Absolutely sent a rocket into Harpers. Just making sure that he was nice and awake.
Stop that or you're in trouble.
Yep.
Luckily he had the mitts out. Cross comes in. There it is. Oh, a header. Up went Wowlick, but came down in the end. Again, Campbelltown are just... They're threatening the grand finalists from last year. As you mentioned, 3-1 defeat, unfortunately, for them. So close to what would have been the ultimate success. They're looking to go again.
It was an interesting situation that going into the grand final of State League 1 last year, given that they did finish top of the table and already secured that promotion. And Playford had too, for that matter, given that they were the other team playing. If it wasn't, Birkalla already secured their spot, so they knew they were going through. But naturally, given how competitive these guys can be, you can't really ever say it's a dead rubber, can you?
When there's a trophy on the line, it's never a dead rubber, Simon, trust me.
No one's ever said I've got enough silverware.
A medal, you say? I'll have a go. Out here, ball goes over the boundary line. Mullen was there to sort of just, I guess, glance it over. Might be the best way of putting it. Dorigo. No. Blackwood trying to turn. Mid-turn. Way was there, wasn't able to make clean contact. Might come back down. Bouncing, nearly controlled. Ball cleared.
Really nice link up there between Christophilos and Blackwood. Just managing to, just with their movement and passing, get past the Campbelltown defenders on the left-hand side there. And, of course, Andijanto sniffing around the middle. Of course.
Ball comes in. Blackwood tried to head it on. No one there, no. In the end, collected. Ball rolled out. Campbelltown slowly building. This is what they do. They look to slowly build, and then the release. There it is. Leading back, though. Matsumoto, I think he's going to be beaten by the boundary line. And he is over the goal line and into touch. Just coming very quickly to the bench there was Marino, just to grab another headband. I thought he was coming off then, and I was going to say, don't you dare.
Can't comment on whether it's annoying to have your hair in your eyes or not. It's not a problem that I've had in quite some time. Just having a look at the other games happening tonight. Modbury 1-0 up against Croydon, and 1-0 also the margin at TK leading at the moment.
I'd certainly be excited with that. Metro Stars, of course, looking to start that campaign 2 from 2. The reigning grand finalists is, of course, it does see Metro Stars ahead of Comets. Metro Stars 6 points from 6. Comets would be 4 from 4. And Adelaide United's youth team 4 from 6 Comets and 4 for 6 from the Adelaide United youth team as well. As a couple just sort themselves out on the field. Interesting to hear Carl Viet's comments prior to the game. Prior to the last away trip as well, just on the NPL, saying how important it is for them to make sure that they, pick the right players for their senior squad. And they do watch this competition quite closely. So there's certainly a reward for not only those outside the Adelaide United system, but those inside as well.
Those young players for United in the A-League as well have just been so impressive. We saw at the under-20s World Cup qualified just how impactful some of those young South Aussie players can be. Shows what a great
Ball might just sit, didn't quite. Back it goes. Oh, Conway says nearly. Oh, and nearly ends up with the fans too.
We've been talking about the tenacity at which he's run, and he was sort of heading in our direction that time. You just saw teeth gritted, and
He might take down the scaffolding if we're not careful.
yeah, no, you don't want to get in the way of that freight train.
It is stopping all stations. Meantime, here we go. Campbelltown. Well, they momentarily tried down the far side, but they're going to try down the near side. Me and Simon in the commentary box say thank you very much. Long ball. Oh, wow, just trying to fight his way. Dead set on the, in the it was Moreno down in the box, and that is
Marino's up after the initial reaction to that. So far in this NPLSA season.
Mullen versus Harpus. Who's going to win the What Mark rates with his 1-0 to the good away from home.
Sort of already committed to his left-hand side, and a little bit more unpredictable, I guess. Then you got Blackwood sort of helping those attacks in the middle. He's always composed enough that he can just do what he needs to do, as he did there, and just place the ball in the back of the net rather than just running like a madman towards it.
Oh no, here we go. Could they go again? I'll tell you what, if anyone can do it, it's Birkalla. Blackwood trying to just get a little... In comes the cross. Antijanto was there. He overran the football. Conway, he can get on the...
To 59. Look at it. I think nice. It's not half-time yet either.
It isn't, no. We've still got another, well, minute of regulation time, plus whatever gets added on. You would imagine there'd be 2 or 3, potentially?
Well, the way they're both attacking at the moment, yeah, it could be another couple from either side at this point. Let's wait and see, though, shall we?
Yeah, we won't.
Surely we're not going to get treated to calling consecutive games of the week. That's just my opinion. We were at an absolute cracker last week.
Well, yeah, we were absolutely delighted. Driving home, I had the 45-minute drive home. You've got the 45-minute drive home tonight. Speaking of driving, Conway might just drive one in the back of the net. Couldn't quite take it down. Over and out.
And we mentioned how Conway likes to bring the excitement. He got a bit of a karate kick going in there as well as part of that attack.
It's just exciting. You don't know where to look. You don't know what's going to happen next. Let's see. Tried to just work his way through them, did Blackwood, but was quickly told no.
Again, though, even though he was just being held there, just really calm on the ball.
Lots of whose ball is it anyway? Looks like it's going to end up in the hands of Christophelos. Where to next? What level of excitement can we get to? Because we're on about 5 or 6 at the minute. Can we get to 10 by the end of the game? Oh, how's the dance step there? Blackwood pinched it off him, said absolutely no way, son. Conway. Back and
We all play the same game. The battlefield may look different, but between those painted lines, the feeling each of us get alongside our tribe. Let the moment sink in, then let it rip. The runs out wide, last-ditch efforts and clean sheets. The tap-in or rocket to the top bins. The eruption of the 12th player that sends shivers down your spine. It's in the way we celebrate, because football is everyone's game. Play football.
Who now? Soprolis has a shot. Oh, I think that's in. What a goal. There you go. And the first goal of the year.
Puts in the penalty and wins the grand final for Campbelltown City. Flicked in front. Could this be an opportunity for Fulham? Saved by Johnson. And then a second hit. Johnson again.
On the back of the announcement of the celebration of football, NPLSA will be investing $50,000 into a coach education fund. $35,000 will be invested into community coach education, which will see 19 courses at club venues and over 500 community coaches. Working closely with clubs to develop and upskill coaches will strengthen the grassroots community, which will obviously benefit the football community as a whole.
Can only be beneficial because most of the clubs, most of the coaches start off just as parents coaching their kids' teams, and they're learning on the job as much as the kids. So this would be perfect because not only would kids be getting coached, the coaches will be getting coached.
As a club, we struggle to attract good coaches, and having this sort of funding coming our way will actually allow us to sort of offer more boys and girls out there to actually coach at the club. Everything comes at a cost these days, and this award presented to our club here again will allow our average parents, supporters, players to the opportunity to come out and actually to take on coaching and to be part of it. They've got a passion about the sport and a passion about this club. they'll be able to come here now, get trained up and actually take on the team and just move forward with us here.
The remaining $15,000 will be invested into a joint initiative with Football SA, Adelaide United and PSV, where selected coaches and technical directors from South Australia will be given the professional development opportunity to go to PSV in October 2025.
Once you get the bug for the coaching, you love it, and you love seeing the kids improve, especially the connection to your club. You want to see the kids come through at your club, and it's just a win-win for everyone.
Coles Mini Roos is more than just football. It is a place to find our feet, learn new skills, and meet new friends. A place to start small and feel 10 feet tall. To have fun and laugh, to build confidence from the ground up. A place to belong. Football starts here. Find your place. Join our team.
We all play the same game. The pitch may change, but the stakes are the same. The ball we desire, the moves we admire. Because football is everyone's game. Play football.
Ghana United like home football.
It's always been our goal to move into State League.
Here it's a very family culture. There's a sense of oneness between the Resies, 18s, seniors. Everyone just feels like brothers.
You know, it's like how they say, you train the way you play, but actually when you rock up game days, we actually play like our heart is the last thing that's left, you know what I mean?
I'm loving it. Really good culture, really good environment. It's going great so far in the pre-season.
About culture, you know, we open the door, every culture comes to mix to us.
Ghana United will be a club that can play football, simple football, a good football, that we will be in the next couple of years moving to the NPL.
Very thrilled, very excited.
Expect to see some rainbow flicks. That's what makes us Ghana FC, man.
Coles Mini Roos is more than just football. It is a place to find our feet, learn new skills, and meet new friends. Football starts here. Find your place. Join our team.
I think Atletico is being built on 6 pillars. It's about respect, about community, fairness, development, technology.
Atletico is become a family, a big family.
This club's got a lot of opportunity to grow. There's a lot of potential here with all the players and the boys, and it's just like a very good place to be at.
We want to be competitive. We want to drive and develop our culture. We've gone out and we've got a few experienced players. I mean, I've gone and got a very good goalkeeper. We've got a really talented Argentinian guy and a couple of older players.
We're a good quality of boys. All the boys are already in a few weeks, are getting really close.
We want to make sure that everybody that plays at this club feels that they're getting the benefit of our coaching group.
We literally do what we preach, which is let's just play.
Puts in the penalty and wins the grand final for Campbelltown City.
You stuffed up my name, I can cry. No, send it across and I'll share it. Yeah.
Yep.
Welcome back, everybody. We are kicking off now for the second half. It's Campbelltown 1 taking on Birkalla, who are at home. They're also, it's a 1-1 game. Long ball. The back, collected. Oh, that's very clever. Becker just on the move. Might be able to turn inside. Free kick, and it is going to go the way of Campbelltown. Exciting game. Simon, welcome back into the commentary box. What have you thought so far of what has been an absolutely fantastic game of football?
It's been really, really exciting. We're all tied up at half time, and it could go either way. You sort of predicted before the end of the first half that we're going to see more goals tonight, and I'd suspect exactly that. You don't really get a sense of who's going to end up the game in front at the moment. I do have to say Campbelltown looking a little bit more composed, it has to be said, but Birkalla just looking really dangerous at times and a little bit unpredictable, so who knows what we're going to see.
Birkalla looking to go the other way now at the minute. Trying to just dance their way through. Dorigo was there. Here we go, Conway. Oh, the ball was pretty well placed out just in front of Blackwood, but he wasn't quite able to. Now, Campbelltown coming hard the other way. Trying to drive through. Turning, and all ended up across. In the hands there, Murray. Flicks it back. Oh no, football lost, and diving in. That could be bad. There's a yellow for your troubles. And Apaya Kubi ends up in the book.
Yeah, way late challenge there in the end, but you got the feeling that if he was off, could have been very dangerous there, so...
Yeah, maybe a tactical yellow.
Yeah, possibly. I think he was a little bit of a way away to really be able to give himself that excuse, but maybe just a little bit of frustration. We mentioned things got pretty fiery towards the end of the first half there, so maybe a little bit of aggression still in the system coming straight out from half time.
Yeah, we don't mind a little bit of aggression as long as it doesn't, run into dangerous areas. As again, Kubi tries to move it forward, unable to. Dorigo was there, but Dorigo ran out of room. So we wait now for ball to come back into play. Well, now as they just work their way around. Trying to get to the front here. Here we go, Campbelltown, they'll be slowly. Karachi looking. Ball flick back there. Liam Bruno. Mullen.
Karachi's looking really nice on the ball. Good little possession there, and he's really dangerous at that moment in the first half where he had a nice little run on the left-hand side and then uncorked one. It was just moments before Campbelltown then won the penalty.
I tell you what, I hope whoever's car that landed on had car insurance, because that has gone well into the well and out and into the park. Luckily, it looks like there's a couple of people out there to get the ball.
Yeah,
back.
my car's in that side of the car park, so.
Well, Simon, if
it's already got a bit of war damage, we're all right.
If there's even more damage, we know who to blame. Young debutant there was the one that cleared the football over the line. Mullen, well, like young, like old. That one does go over. Mullen back on, the captain. He's already got a penalty tonight. He doesn't mind a goal. Liam Bruno. Mullen. Oh! Bit of a push. Dorigo. Cross in. Oh, here we go! There it is! Andrew Janto's got it! And Birkalla, for the first time since 2022, lead at home.
Another one of those chaotic little series there, and it was eventually one of the Berks players that got their foot to it in the end. Didn't quite see who did get their foot to it. We did see them get tangled up in the net after they managed to get the goal. It was Andy Janto at the end. 50-minute goal. And somehow Birkalla find themselves in front. We were sort of in the latter part of the first half there, and Campbelltown won that penalty. It was nicely put away by Alex Mullen, but Birkalla got it back almost immediately, and here they find themselves 2-1 up at the 50-minute mark.
Absolutely incredible. It would, right now, live on the ladder, imagine telling someone this, it would move them into third at the start, at the 2 games into the season. Obviously still 20 to go, but I mean, that's a great start.
And Campbelltown still winless 2 games in.
Yeah.
I mean, still very, very early, but you'd hope for a bit of a nicer start, especially against a team that come up. It is a long season ahead, but we do know how tricky it is for teams to come up to NPL, then stay in NPL. So a good start for this season would be critical for Birkalla.
Well, 4 from 6, I'll certainly take that, especially considering they were trailing in both games they've played this year. Liam Bruno gets away with it. Blackwood thought he was half a chance then. Oh, the touch was a little bit of ways. And here we go. Conway dancing on the edge of the box. Tries to take one on, does. It's around him. Ball comes inside. Turning, twisting. Blackwood. There. Oh, it was almost a second.
That was really classy from Blackwood there. Just keeping the defender slightly off of him. It was Way that was trying to take the ball from him. Just held it really calmly. Eventually made his turn. Released the ball, but he tried to find that far end of the goal, but just a little bit too far. And in the end, not a problem for Matthew Centafanti. Because, of course, the backup keeper that's had to step up tonight with Meghetto.
Oh, they've done it again. Turnover. Oh, Dorigo, and that one's landed on a house, I'm pretty sure.
It's across the road with the church. Well, seeing some parallels here between what we saw last weekend, in fact. Once Birkalla managed to get their first and second one back, they just looked really, really dangerous, and they've got a similar sort of confidence at the moment. So Campbelltown are going to have to be really careful here. They did find themselves in a bit of a point where they were copping a lot of pressure from Birkalla during that first half, and they managed to take back a little bit of momentum, but they'd want to get things under arrest pretty quickly here.
They've got to find their cool. They had it for periods of that first half, for large periods of the first half leading up to the penalty, but from then it really has all been Birkalla with little moments and glimpses, and Karachi there was... The ball wasn't particularly well placed to him. Mullen, even with his experience there, making a slight mistake, a slight misjudge on the pass. Meantime, ball comes back up. Oh, Becker, the touch was all class. The header, nearly worked out for Blackwood. He's been dangerous. Conway last week, Blackwood this week. Could be anyone next week. Could be those two again.
Blackwood's looking like a real handful, sort of lingering around the middle there.
And Tajanto gets involved.
Oh, he loves to be involved, doesn't he?
It's just this real attacking threat. Those three there seem to be doing a whole lot of attacking. You got Matsumoto further behind them, as you mentioned already.
Dorigo's looking very nice as well after coming into the side this week. He seems to be all over the park at the moment, creating opportunities at either edge.
Canary was the player that was on the football.
Just when Birkalla put that pressure on, they're so dangerous. Seems like they really thrive with the sort of chaotic type of gameplay.
Here it is. Speaking of chaotic, this might work out, trying to just turn their way around. Oh, snapped! Pen!
I think it was just out. Very, very close, though.
Yellow. Well, they'd already had one pen. That was to put them in front. They don't have one now, but a free kick from about as close as you can get.
It's going to be from a very dangerous spot, especially on that angle. Bit of a chance if they can curl it in. Looks like Marino will take that free kick.
Marino is all...
She's there for support.
Well, Marino's all kinds of capable from putting it in from this angle.
Wonder if they'll even play it out to the side to put a bit of a better... Yeah, Karachi's right there.
They think it through. Marino! Oh, wow! Oh, my God! That was insane! What a way to equalise. Just wrapped it round and picked that one out of your net keeper.
That'd have to be another contender for goal of the week. That was unreal from the spot. Managed it to curl and it just snuck in that near post. Harpus dived for it, but was never going to get to that. What a well-taken kick. That was one for the highlight reel.
Oh, well, it was all it was missing, just a screamer. We've got it now, and 2-2. And you sense this one, it could end with a winner. It could end with a draw. Right now, a point apiece. It wouldn't necessarily be unfair, but I'll tell you what, it deserves a winner, this one.
That was all one-way traffic for Birkalla for a period leading up to that as well, and just like that, won the free.
Speaking of frees, Liam Bruno wins that one. I think that took everyone's breath away.
I'm really surprised at that. Did not expect to, end up being scored in that fashion as well, because it looked like Karachi was right there. I thought he was going to play the ball off. I didn't think it was going to be a direct spot kick in the end, but he took it, and well done.
Speaking, here we go. Becker was there. The little touch. Follow up. Keeper.
It's a hard game to go on too much of a tangent today, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not one. You've got to read it pretty much like a book, A to Z. Here we go. Antijanto doesn't like having a shot, so plays it across Blackwood. Ball rolls out. Corner. Birkalla, and I tell you what a way to return to Jack Smith Park in the NPL. This one is incredible. Oh, you love this game. You love this league. The RAA
all tied
NPL.
up, 56 minutes in, just could go either way. Like we said, it was all one-way traffic before Campbelltown got it done just then, and yeah, you just do not know what's going to happen. Did we settle on a figure for goals by the end of the game?
No, I'm not going to. I still want 5. Ball comes in. Blackwood's there, punched away. Bouncing, collected by the corner taker. Becker fires it back in. Cleared away momentarily. LeCornu, here we go. They might work it out. Foul. Ref, yes. Campbelltown fans certainly wanted a card. They might not get that.
It's looking really, really spirited out there at the moment.
Oh,
just when either team gets the ball, they're just charging. Not so worried about build-up play here. It's just all about going all-out attack.
This one's tasty, Simon. I know we've just had a look at 57 minutes in. I want 57 more minutes, please, of play. Let's add a third half.
Oh, I think there's still plenty more excitement to come somehow.
Oh, I don't disagree. This one. Antijanto just collects
so
the middle
well
of the ground.
taken just then.
Here we go, just charging forward. Boys, give me something to go with. Conway's there, back across. Blocked. I tell you what, the captain gets down. He scored from that end. He's defended from that end. Is there anything he can't do, Alex Mullen?
Just rewinding a few seconds there. I really like the way that Dorigo took the ball. Just a really well-timed bump to take possession, and then ended up spearheading that little attack there. Conway managed to get onto it from the position. He was very effective last week. I think it was about this time last week he'd already had his brace, wasn't it?
Yeah, something about that, yeah.
Got 2 out of his 3 back.
Who's going to be the next hero? Who's gonna raise the bar? Tell you what, it's a high bar the Marino just sent with that absolute screamer.
Stunning goal. I'm pretty sure we're going to be seeing highlights of that one all week.
Oh, it was just absolute class. Ball goes up and over and out. Momentarily, everyone just catches their breath. Breathe in, because you're going to need some absolute excitement. 2-2 now on the scoreboard, of course. That scoreboard, it does have a sponsor, of course. It is One World LED and Sportal Scoreboard for all your indoor and outdoor LED solutions. A massive couple of sponsors there jumping aboard to help us out. Ball goes down the RAA NPL. Plenty of screaming and hollering and asking the referee, please. Becker told to get to his feet in no uncertain terms. We are away again.
He's being a bit slow to do so, even though the ball's back heading the other way. He's still on the floor, so I think we may have something a little bit more serious for Becker here.
Again, a couple that can come on from the bench. We don't want to see that. And he's signalling to the bench, boys, I am done.
He's one of those players that came into the side this week. He did not start this week, although I believe he did come on.
He did, yes, in that game against Para Hills last Sunday.
Still yet to get back up to his feet. He did try momentarily, but he stayed down, and Matsumoto's come to his aid.
Yeah, he was quickly over there. It's good to see. He's got the long sleeves on, Matsumoto, all over.
Yeah, I reckon his on-field style, it's on point.
Hard to catch. Back to his feet. Coming quickly from the field though in a hobble. That doesn't look good. We wish Becker there the best of luck because, the physio's just made the signal there. It looks like it is going to be a rotation.
He looks a little bit frustrated there. Perhaps he wasn't expecting to be taken off, but he will be.
Balamba looks like the player who's come on. There we go. And done. Becker the first one to get a line through his name. How long till Campbelltown pull the trigger? It can't be long for them now either. And here we go. We're away again. Hold on to your hats, ladies and gentlemen. Don't go anywhere. If you need a drink, just hold on. You've only got 30 minutes. You can't risk going anywhere. Because you might miss a screamer. You might miss a moment. You might miss... Well, you could miss anything in this game. Wouldn't shock me if a UFO landed in a minute. Moving it forward. Here we go. Lecornu turns. Gets it away.
I was with you on the unpredictability right into you mentioned the UFO.
Might be a little bit over the top, but I'm excited.
Certainly can't blame you. Definitely don't think that we've seen the final of the goals for tonight, though. You predicted 5 earlier. We already got 4 out of them, and we know Birkalla like to score late.
Well, Conway, he does like to score. He had 3 last week. He's yet to trouble the scorers tonight. Can't imagine that'll stay that way. And to Janto, he has troubled the scorers. And that one's going to go out. No, stays in. Campbelltown end up with the ball. Here we go. Marino, he's the one with the screamer. Rolls it across and might still work out here. Ball comes back inside. Mullen, he was taken down.
Looks like Conway switched onto the right-hand side rather than his left with Balamba coming in, so he might be able to cause some issues there.
Havoc, chaos, that's the order of the day at the minute.
He's got support by Matsumoto at right back, so not a bad couple of players to link up there.
Liam Bruno, he gets it out. And they're just kind of working at short passes here, Campbelltown, trying to find a way through. Birkalla, defensive discipline, as well as chaotic scoring, high on their agenda. But won't work its way out. Balamba was there.
We're seeing Campbelltown just a little bit more patient now, which sort of worked for them during the first half. That's when they managed to get the game sort of back on their own terms, leading up to that penalty that was won. One thing you can say is, you know, during the last 10 minutes or so, we've seen Birkalla just turning up their attack, and they're so unpredictable when they do that.
Long ball. Couldn't agree more there, Simon. They just have these notches, don't they? And they go from a 1 to an 8 very quickly, and they generally score when they hit about a 6. And they're closing down quickly again here. Ball rolls out the back and waiting. What's the colour shirt? Shot comes in, or Dorigo just thought 50-50 maybe an opportunity. That one goes over and out. Murray gets some support and some helpful criticism, I think, from the bench. Well, from the bench, sorry, from the supporters out here. Here to Janto. It's an opportunity.
Thought he was going to wind up for a go there. If I could run to the left foot to have a crack, but no, not to be.
Maybe just 5% goes out of this one as we prepare for the big finish. 64 minutes in. And a warm Friday in the city of Adelaide. Down south, just off Anzac Highway, for those that are familiar with the area, about 20 minutes from the CBD by car. Ball comes inside. Hand to Janto. Now flicks it. Blackwood, which is the former A-League star, has scored his first goal in the NPL tonight. Matsumoto. Take me on, he says. And he does. Gets past one. Can he get past the other? No. Here we go. Mullen releases Maury. Maury across. Marino, he can do it from here. There he is. Karachi, ball across. 3. No. You just don't know in this game. Chaos ensues. Back we go again. Boffa. And now, West Torrens Birkalla. Their turn to shine. Coming through the middle. Back through. Here to Janto, the scorer. Ball flicked across there. Towards Welsh. Inside. Ball across. Conway! And they're back in front again. 3-2 on the scoreboard. And 4 goals for Tyrese Conway to start this year. Absolutely incredible scenes here at Jack Smith Park.
I haven't seen the leading goal scorer list just yet, but you think with 4 to his name so far between round 1 and so far in round 2, what a way to start. And again on the counter-attack. That was absolutely... I was getting ready to talk a little bit about the attack from Campbelltown there, which was pretty slick with Crotch getting a really nice cross off that unfortunately couldn't be finished by Maury, but Birkalla straight back responding. And how impressive was that?
That was incredible. Back into third on the table at least. And I tell you what, where's the response now? Who's next? Campbelltown, your turn. Game back on. Ball. Rolled. Didn't quite work out. Blackwood trying to dance back inside. Dorigo, oh, clattered. Oh, and yellow for your troubles. And that, well, it wasn't the cleanest challenge going round. A bit like a double-decker bus, just going straight in.
Trainer's coming on as well to have a look at Dorigo now. Another one of the players that found themselves in the team that weren't there last week.
Yeah, no, certainly something that I think we can expect a little bit from Birkalla. They're obviously trying to go through their rotations to work out where their best team lies. I think tonight's been a more complete performance than last week. I think it's probably a fair reflection there, Simon, unless you feel differently. But
no, I'd agree with that 100%, especially Dorigo tonight as well in particular. He's been all over the place. Really, really dangerous.
Do you think
winning possession and just like creating a good amount of movement for those players that are all just rushing forward, trying to just put the ball into dangerous places?
That Conway, Becker, obviously Becker, injury cloud over him. That Conway, Becker, Dorigo, do you think that's the front three now for them?
To be honest, they all look dangerous. You got Blackwood that's sort of playing in that false 9 position, and with his quality on the ball, when he has his back to goal and he's looking for options, he's just really, really pleasing to watch there.
Here we go. Balumba says, I'll have a go. I'd love to get on the score sheet. Ball might just work its way out. They've done well here, Campbelltown. They do get away with it. Through now. It was Marino who was the player they were after. Dorigo. Blackwood. Turning. Oh, he did well. He tore the debutant something, then in still. Blackwood, he wouldn't have a look. He still's kind of fought it back. It ended 2-1 there. Ball comes back inside. Welsh. No one in the middle for him. The ball just works its way out. Shot comes back in! Oh!
Well, we were talking about Birkalla's attack just a second ago, and I think we just saw a really good example of it. The fact that Blackwood can put himself into really good spots there and receive the ball in that sort of 9 position. And then at the moment, you got Conway on one side. You got Antijanto has just dropped back a little bit, but usually he's right there in a supporting role to run through. You've got Balumba there, that's supporting him on his left there. At the moment, just when he gets it, the amount of players that are there to support is pretty overwhelming. There's just so many options there to just slip that ball into the back of the net.
There it is. Marino, he releases. Cross comes in. No. Ran out of room then, I think, in the end.
Well, on the other hand as well, we're talking about West Torrens Birkalla's attack there, but how slick at Campbelltown when they get the ball, that link up between Murray and Marino. And of course, we got Karachi, who's making his debut tonight. He's a very talented player. He spent time in the Adelaide United youth system. He looks, he's on our near side at the moment. He's a very young-looking player, exciting looking. Got some legs on him. He's very quick.
Of course, yeah, as well to his cousin Alicio, does a bit of work with us as well. Plays of course at across at one of the clubs as well in the football SA pyramid. Ball now works its way out, and it goes over and out.
And he said he was going to have a chat to his cousin a little bit earlier as well about that yellow card from earlier in the game, but
just to let him know. Young man, that's not quite the way we do things here. Ball comes back in. Rolls out. Should come back in. It's a Hazel night really for Christopherlos. Cool. Big push. Goes. Where's the next point come from? Does it have to be a Murray? Does it have to be a Marino? Will it be someone we're not expecting? All those questions will be answered within the next 18 minutes. I'm not going to make you answer them, Simon, because you will be doing purely guesswork there.
Well, it's a tricky one to answer because it's just a bit of a shootout at the moment.
It is going to be a free kick.
You know, it was Campbelltown that had that really good opportunity maybe about 5 minutes ago, and then Birkalla just struck back and managed to get one in. Now, all of a sudden, Birkalla have another chance with a free kick from a really dangerous position.
Blackwood looks like he's the one setting the ball. I don't know whether or not he's going to take the kick. Well, we saw a screamer at one end. Can we get a screamer at the other? It would put them 2 goals to the good. Christopherlos looks over this one. Shot comes in. Blackwood.
It did dip just a little bit too late, though.
It did. It just. I thought it had almost got in, but it just kind of rolled down the side of the netting, not to trouble.
It's an interesting contrast to watch Blackwood compared to his supporting wingers as he played. Body-wise, he just looks so different. He's very long and tall and sort of plays just with a bit of, I don't know how you describe it. It's not, just a little bit more of a gentle type play compared to the aggression of the players that are sort of surrounding him. And I think that composure sort of just blends really well with everyone there that's there to support.
I think the wingers obviously play with a lot of flair, and they get the accolades for when it all goes well. Obviously, Conway's been spoken about a lot throughout the week. But the other thing is as well, that wouldn't happen without Blackwood working hard and playing in his style as well. Good enough to get on the scoreboard tonight as well.
Yeah, it's a very good counter to each other's style, I think.
Yeah, works. A bit of yin and yang, the blend together there. Meantime, Canary. He's on the ball, just waiting and trying to take a little bit of a way forward. Here we go. He was off. Karachi was stopped in his tracks.
Those long balls up the wing have been pretty effective for Campbelltown so far tonight. You either got Karachi or Murray and even Marino supporting at times and getting to the end of those.
Ball just held up slightly, and In the end, it rolls out. It was Balumba whose pass wasn't quite able to hit its intended target. Substitutes. Here we go. Campbelltown now pulled the trigger. Who comes off? Who comes on? It's off. Still. His night's done. Well, how'd you see the debutant?
Overall, they did pretty well. When Campbelltown had the moments where they sort of tried to slow things down and play it out the back, I think it was pretty solid. The problem is Birkalla's just so hard to deal with when they've got all the momentum going forward. I don't think anyone's likely to be able to stop them when they're at full clip like that.
Let alone the first gamer.
Yeah, it's something that's pretty intimidating to come up against.
But he'll be better for that experience as well as the other thing as well there, Simon. He's and I thought he did quite well tonight in his first appearance. A good strong 75 minutes. Meantime, here we go, charging forward. Ball comes in. Maury, the touch was nearly there. It was Barassi who was stretching, trying to get there. Unable to. Ball now turned the other way. Charging. Conway. Does he draw his opponent? Does he draw the opponent to give the pass? He does. Blackwood lays it across. Trying to all merge there quickly. Unable to.
That was almost a really good example of what we spoke about earlier. Conway was running in pretty frantically, neatly passed the ball to Blackwood, but unfortunately in this instance it was Blackwood that couldn't quite get a tidy enough pass there to penetrate Campbelltown.
Karachi is the other player that's been taken off as well.
Some fun and games happening at the moment.
Plenty of fun and games. 3-2 the current scoreline. 76 minutes gone, of course, on the... Oh, hang on. I was about to launch into a sponsor read, but I heard a referee's whistle, so I'll just hold off there. Apologies to the good people at One World LED and Sportal. Here we go. One World LED and Sportal scoreboard, of course, for all your indoor and outdoor LED solutions. A massive thank you to both those companies for jumping aboard the RAA NPL this year. It's been an exciting... It's been an exciting start to the season. We've only had 9 or 10 games plus the pre-season, but plenty of things to keep across, plenty of action to look at. And of course, speaking of action, Birkalla, anywhere they go, I'll tell you what, whenever they play next week, wherever they are, get up there, watch it, enjoy it. I'd love to be down there. Unfortunately, I've been torn away, so I won't be able to get down. But meantime, ball goes over the top. Oh, here we go! 3! Yes, there it is! It's 3! It is 3! And that is incredible, the equaliser.
Javan Wayalik ending up being the one that got it done there. I was just having a bit of a look at the two players that have come on in Barassi and Disiato. I did notice that they're two taller players, so I thought maybe it was going to be those longer opportunities that they'd try to take a bit of advantage of with that extra little bit of height, but it ended up being off a bit more of a chaotic situation there, sort of like we've been seeing up the other end of the park there. But yeah, really nice taken free kick, put into a dangerous area, and now we're all tied up 3-3, which was is a significant scoreline given that's what we finished off at Para Hills last week. Of course, in that instance, West Torrens Birkalla got back from 3 goals down. They were just in front after giving up that one, but we do know they respond strongly, so let's see what happens.
That pass not strong at all. Barassi turns. Ball back inside now. Here comes the shot! Moreno, just an opportunity almost.
Plenty of those shots from a long way out so far tonight. Another one from Moreno just there. Unfortunately not quite as composed as he could have been in that instance.
It's like... Is that Conway who's come
Yeah,
on the
Conway
field?
has just come off. Oh. Yates is already copying it as he comes on. Of course, he was one of the starters last week.
Certainly no love lost as he enters onto the field.
Didn't quite catch the other player that came off, unfortunately.
Welcome to the show. And just from stage left, be the hero if you can.
Can tell you Boris Glashkov is the other player that's come on.
That's a good in, obviously, in the starting 11 last week. Slips out, makes way probably for Conway. Now, hard to know particularly what the plan was there with the coaching strategy. Thought he played well in the minutes he had at Para Hills.
A bit of a shake-up here because, Glushkov more had that right back position, which is where Matsumoto's been occupying today. But we see what's happened here. He's in more of an advanced position, but Glushkov to support.
Ball across, and, well, it wasn't challenging. It was kind of going that way, but not quite in the area.
So it could be interesting here to see what Matsumoto does with his pace there now that he's sort of been free to run up forward a little bit more. So it looks like he's sort of slipping into Conway's position, but he tends a little bit more wide than Conway does.
He really does enjoy. He makes that wide space his own, able to kind of dance in and out and confuse defenders. Difficult to deal with. Long, low punt almost up the field. Ball just trying to work its way out. It should. Balamba, he's a handful to deal with. And I tell you what, Yates, apologies there. Boffa did very, very well.
He had his jets on there, Balamba, trying to get to that.
Yeah, it was
managed to take a corner out of it.
Almost flying, not quite. He'll probably take the corner though. That's a good result.
Bit of height in the middle for Birkalla here to try capitalise.
Plenty of options. Blackwood, of course, on that taller side as well.
Djurdjevic taking a nice advanced position as well.
Ball comes in. Djurdjevic was moving quickly towards the football. Might end up with him still. Oh, tried that. Tried the kick, then wasn't able to. Played across. Shot comes in. Keeper got down low. Ball rolled forward. Balamba. All taken off him. Here we go. Marino, no, Matsumoto. That would have worked once upon a time, but not since Matsumoto changed clubs. All still fighting hard on knees and hands almost there. Meantime, ball rolls forward. Barassi, and ball just almost got past Welsh then. It's kind of like a cricket bat with the leading edge. Meantime, ball rolls and we wait, we sit. Who's next? 3-3, 81 minutes. Might work out here. Here we go, Maury. Can he do it? Unable to. And correct me if I'm wrong there, Simon, but spent some time across at FK Beograd, did Maury, before he made the move across to Campbelltown. Meantime, rolls forward. Barassi. And it just rolls and out. Get a touch throw in now.
It's hard to believe that we're at the 82-minute mark because the second half is flying by. You get instances where you feel like each team deserves to take a point out of it. I don't think that's inaccurate here, but I think I really want to see a result here today.
Well, it's what we were missing last week, Simon, selfishly from the two of us. I would love to have a winner. Both teams deserve it, which means both teams probably deserve a point, is the caveat to that argument as well. Long clearing kick. McCornew was there and he just kind of pushed his opponent over. Play on. Ball rolled across. And here they go. Stopped, and Birkalla just taking their time. Oh, Matsumoto, and he's gripping there just across the hip area. Slow to get to his feet. Hopefully he's all right.
Of course, with the artificial turf, it is a bit of a harder ground, so possible there after getting the shove that he did just land really, really firmly.
Good to see Marino come over as well and just offer a little bit of a support.
Or maybe he's just trying to get it going so they can get one back.
Yeah. I'll be friends with you after the side.
Yeah, there's no good guys on this field.
Good people, just ultra competitive, of course. But, oh no.
Ooh. Buffer under real pressure there.
He is just trying to dance his way through. Lost the football in the end. That was kind of always going to happen. Mullen. Bouncing towards the boundary line. Here it goes, and over and out. That's hit the scaffold. Luckily, we don't go over.
It's interesting what we're watching here. We sort of saw it last week with West Torrens Birkalla, and that's when they are getting really confident with their attacking. Is they're defenders sort of rise to the occasion as well. It just looks like the fact that they can overwhelm, and they have such solid guys playing at the back, like Lakornu and Djurjevic, that the players that are moving to a more advanced position just can really trust that the centre-backs are there to really mop things up for them.
Matsumoto as well, just while you were explaining that there, Simon, I've just noticed he's just gripped his back again. He's down there right in front of us you could just about yell his name and he'd hear us, but he's entered back onto the field, but he is moving very, very gingerly. Will they look to make a sub? Potentially, if they do have any left. Oh, he's in a world of pain here, Matsumoto, but he's going to get on his bike.
He gave a bit of a wave to the bench as well, and I'm assuming that meant he was okay. Perhaps he's just sort of trying to stretch out a bit of a cramp or something, but he's running into support here.
Meantime, ball is cleared by the goal scorer there, in Wayalik. Ball then flicked across. Oh, the turn. It was good. Balumba. Matsumoto, here he is. He doesn't showing any sign of that injury there. Glushkov plays it back across. Campbelltown win the football. Can they break quickly? They do. Still though, just now crossing over the halfway line. Rissi's the player they use. Cross comes in. No one there really. Marino, he can absolutely hit a football. Probably too far out even for the likes of him. Birkalla just hook it out. How much injury time? That's what everyone will soon quickly turn to.
Was just noticing during that Birkalla defensive effort that both Andy Janto and Matsumoto are looking on wobbly legs a little bit at this point.
Not surprising.
They've put in a lot of work tonight, and we're 86 minutes in.
They've played 180 over the last 2 weeks. I think both of them, potentially Matsumoto came to the bench in the last game. Either way, they both started the last 2 games. Meantime, coming charging through with Blackwood. Oh, just took a bit of a tumble, and his legs will be sore because he has put in every minute that's available here. Ball now. Rolls towards the outer side. Oh, bit of a tumble. Oh, the challengers are flying in thick and fast. Boys rein it in potentially. They won't do that. But works right. Oh my God. Oh.
I think we just saw everything in the last 10 seconds there. We saw a call for a handball. We saw a nice sliding tackle that looked like it was way late, but somehow ended up catching the ball, and Campbelltown having a shot on.
Just falling backwards. Lights it up, but not quite there. And it was Moreno again. Could you imagine if he'd scored another absolute screamer?
That would have been an absolute cracker too. Would have been a roundhouse goal.
Carl's Jr. might have had to give him 2 burgers this week. Meantime, up the line. We go again. 3-3 on the One World LED and the Sportal scoreboard. Both great supporters of the RIA NPL.
You'd think at this point, with the pace sort of slowing down, that 3-3 is going to be the likely outcome. But as I said earlier, I really, really want to see another goal here. I just want to see who manages to
Football's a
separate
funny game.
himself.
Football's a funny game, Simon.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Oh, yeah, that was just all kinds of class. Sometimes there's no commentary needed. Meantime, ball moves forward. Welsh, could we get one here? Glushkov rolls it and out.
Mixing up the attack a little bit with a couple of new players that have taken the field.
Try it, see what happens.
Some short passing, trying to open up some space there, and it very nearly happened. They'll have another chance here from the corner.
They'll rise now. Plenty there, height-wise. Not even into... They've still got a minute of regulation time, 70 seconds or thereabouts. Everyone waits. Bated breath. Waiting. Who's the hero? Who can get their head on it? Who can get their foot on it? Cross comes in. Everyone was there. It missed everybody. It missed everybody.
Looked like he was there for the taking. Welsh, I think, was the last person that jumped through it.
Just past
looked like
everybody.
He was sort of on his heels at one point there.
I don't know if he was expecting it.
Take it. It was almost like it was an open goal once it did clear it initially, but yeah, he just wasn't in the right position to take advantage to it. Could have been the difference there.
3-3. Current score as it was last week for Birkalla, 3-0 it was for Campbelltown. So this would be their first points of this year. Birkalla their second. Neither team able to win big. Just crush of bodies in the middle. Works out in the end there for Boffa. Ball works back and no one able to quite bring that one in.
We've hit the 90-minute mark.
We have hit the 90-minute mark. Ball comes in. Campbelltown, now it's their opportunity. Away from home. The dance step. Marino looks towards goal. Plays it across. Mullen, his second. Not to be. Intercepted. Still, you would imagine, 4 or 5 minutes of injury time to go. Ball rolled back. Controlled nicely at the back by the keeper, closing quickly then.
Shinfundi was put on some real pressure there.
He was, a big bump in the centre of the ground.
Big body of Murray just came charging in. Collected all of Antijanto there, and he's down collecting his thoughts at the moment.
Yeah.
That was a big bump.
And his body as well, because he's going to wake up pretty bruised.
You could tell he sort of lined him up from 10 metres before and just charged in. Honestly, it didn't look like there was much intention of finding ball in that.
That's an AFL level bump, that is.
It's a very nice, hip and shoulder.
Here we go. Ball comes in. Across. No hero as of yet. Antijanto already got one. Shot fired in. Stopped at the top of the 18-yard box. Cleared. Moreno's got 4 to beat. Wouldn't this be the way? He traps it. He controls it. He turns one way. Beats one. Has to beat the other. Stepping inside. Oh, penalty's the call. Not from the referee, though. Rolls it across. Gets it back. No. And Blackwood now. Birkalla come the other way. Crash of bodies in the centre. Play on. Ball rolls across. Welsh. Matsumoto. Can they find from the outer side? And that was a foul. And we'll all just take a breath.
Thought we're on there for Birkalla. We've noticed so far tonight when Campbelltown looked threatening, they're very quick to come back. And that was pretty exciting from Marino just then. He tried to do all the work on his own, taking on a couple of players. Some pretty fancy footwork. Yeah, and it looked like in the end he came down. The ball was left behind. Not sure if it was another foot or sort of his getting stuck in the mud a little bit.
Here we go. Ball almost comes forward. Turning back in. Shot goes in. Shot comes in again. Oh, keeper rooted to the spot. Pretty glad that wasn't on target.
Marino wants to be the hero tonight. 2 minutes 47 into additional time, and they have got a corner. Got to remember too that Campbelltown have a couple of taller options in there now between Baresi.
I think corners 4 for Campbelltown. Who now? Oh, push in the box there. Mullen, who's played out this 90 minutes with all kinds of class. No, what we expect from Alexander Mullen. Not really worth making that comment then. Here we go.
Oh, see a late yellow.
Not worth the. Not worth it there, really. Referee just making sure everyone's back under control, taking a name, taking some time. We'll get this all added on. Don't worry, folks. We're not going to miss a second.
Given it might be one of the last opportunities this game to separate themselves, I can see why Birkalla just desperate to hold their ground and Campbelltown just trying to put them in an advantageous position.
Ball swings in. Mullen Rose. Cleared. Bouncing. Top of the box. Campbelltown. Still charging. Mullen turns. Opens it up. Nearly for Birkalla. Turning. Shot comes in. Keeper. Long. There it is. 3-3. Another classic in the NPL on a Friday night. Birkalla 3. Campbelltown 3. And that was an incredible game of football. It deserved a winner, Simon. We didn't get one. And that is a game of football that will live long here. Jack Smith Park, the first game of footy back here in the NPL since 2022. It's been a shame we've had to wait so long with games like that.
Yeah, that was absolutely unreal. I've got to catch my breath a little bit after that. So many standout players between Conway, both Marino and Maury were really good for Campbelltown, although they didn't end up getting the result. Blackwood, outstanding. Just having a look at the shots now, 16 for Campbelltown, and it was 11 for West Torrens Birkalla, but you're going to say a lot more chaos in front of the Birkalla attacking goal in the end, and I think that was the difference. Yep. Same scoreline as last week, though.
Same scoreline as last week, and I'll tell you what.
For Birkalla, anyway.
But, well, for Birkalla, yes. For us as well. We seem to pull the good game here, Simon.
Yeah, I'm very happy with that. We did both did very well out of the last couple of weeks.
It is going to be an absolutely enthralling season of NPL football. I can't wait for tomorrow. We've got more football coming up. Plenty of games. I'll run through them very quickly just before we do get on and let you all get back to your lives and everything you've got to do, because it is going to be an enthralling game of football. Do not go anywhere. Tomorrow it's going to be incredible as I get down. Of course, Playford City, Para Hills, that's a night game. 7 p.m. that one kicks off local. And then FK Beograd taking on Raiders, 5 p.m. on Sunday. So football all day before, of course, the women's kicks off next week as well. That's going to be massively exciting. Round 3 of the NPL, the RIA NPL here. Any final thoughts, Simon, before we wrap it up?
Very excited to see what's to come this year from Birkalla. Managing the draw against Campbelltown. Pretty outstanding effort. I'm predicting a lot of excitement from them. Going to be very fun to follow.
The surprise back into the NPL. 3-3 draw. They certainly took it up to the old boys tonight. They trailed at times. They led at times. Same, obviously, true for Campbelltown. The team, the grand finalists from last year, it ends 3-3. Right now we are signing off from Jack Smith Park. A 3-3 game of footy. Can't wait to see you Saturday, Sunday and next week and all the weeks to the end of September. Plenty of football in the road to FM Stadium in that first weekend of the 9th month of the year. From me and Simon, and of course our cameraman, will see you very, very shortly.